In the late 18th century, when night fell over Edinburgh's misty streets, one man would awaken. James, a rusty shovel in his hand, an untold secret in his heart. Graveyards were his hunting ground, cold earth, his livelihood. He was a resurrectionist, a shadow who stole the dead to sell to doctors. As corpses gave life to science, James's soul slipped into darkness. With every shovel strike, a question: is this a sin or a sacrifice? Who was this man, this cursed hero, and why was his story buried with the night? While Edinburgh slept, James's eyes would snap open. In his shack, he'd listen to the howling wind, then grasp his shovel with trembling hands. His tattered cloak on his back, he'd glide toward the churchyard under moonlight's guide. His heart pounded, every step trembling with the fear of being caught. He'd stop at a fresh grave. Staring at the cold soil, he'd whisper, "I have to do this." The shovel plunged, earth scattered, and a wooden coffin emerged. When he pried it open, dead eyes stared back, and each time, he lost a piece of his soul. He wasn't alone in the dark. Dogs barked, wind wailed between tombstones, and one night, a child's cry tore through the silence. Dragging a father's body into a sack, James heard it and froze. "Is this for them?" he asked himself, his eyes blurring with tears. Doctors gave him gold, saying, "It's for science." But the townsfolk called him a monster. Once a widow begged at a graveside, "Give me back my husband." James fled, but her plea echoed in his ears. Was it truly for science or just greed? When sleep eluded him at night, that question gnawed at him. Years passed. Calluses grew on his hands. Scars deepened in his heart. Each grave he dug pulled him further from humanity. Whispers spread in the town. James doesn't just steal, he kills too. He ignored them, but he could no longer face a mirror. Then, in 1832, a storm broke. Not in the sky, but in the laws. The Anatomy Act arrived. Now the poor's bodies would go to science. James's world collapsed. One night, digging his last grave, he looked to the sky and murmured, "That's enough from me." His shovel slipped from his grasp, and the fog swallowed him. The man who once fought for science was now a forgotten shadow. Now the wind blows softly through those old graveyards, but James's story still lingers there. Every corpse he stole saved lives in a doctor's hands. Perhaps modern medicine rose on his dark hands. But at what cost? What did James feel, wrestling cold earth at night? Fear or pride? Was he a thief or an unwitting hero? The tombstones are silent, but you can speak. What would you do in his place? Would you condemn him or forgive him? Share your thoughts with us, for this story is completed with you. James's shovel gathers dust, but his spirit whispers in the shadows of the past. At Forgotten Trades, we unearth lost professions, breathing life into them with AI. From grave robbers to lamplighters, every tale awaits you. Subscribe, join us on this dark yet captivating journey. Don't miss a single one. Which forgotten trade should we revive next? Write in the comments. Let's keep the past alive together. James's shadow still watches. So should you.